Hello there, great person. Welcome back to Let's Watch Some Orb. Movements of the Earth, or as we Germans would say, heresy! I don't know why that's the German title, still don't know it. I mean, I do know why, but it's like, perhaps they thought it was more attractive because it implies conflict. But anyway, so last time we did have a very interesting church scene with Anthony basically saying like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it how I want to get power, which was a very nice criticism on governmental structures that are there too long. Yeah, I really can't wait for this next one. We're almost at the close. I'm gonna watch it till the end today, so all the videos you will now see are recorded on one sitting. But what I can already say is this was a 10 out of 10 show. Like, I don't even, no, that's not right. I do care about the ending, of course, but the themes and the way it was done was just so beautiful and awe-inspiring, and so many relevant themes. And I do hope you enjoyed the journey with me, and I hope I got some value, some new thoughts that you didn't have, some explanations perhaps on the celestial mechanics. And yeah, so we will now go to the final stretch. And people have also recommended me doing this in one go, so I will. All I can do is say, don't forget to like and subscribe as always. And yeah, don't forget to check out my web novel as well. Like, if you like a story that explores several themes of being human, of religious zealousy, of what it means to be human, check it out. It's for free. You don't even have to register. You just need to read it. If you should do that, leave some comments. Let me know what you think, because I do think one or two people are currently reading it, which is not a lot, but I mean, I hope they enjoy it. And yeah, we'll now go into it and have some emotions, as we always have. Let's go.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
So they tell me I can skip the flashback thing. I will not. I love, though, that the evil is not known. You know, I think evil is known a bit too much. I do know that from studies we know that evil is something that is kept in the minds and in history more than the good, which is unfortunate. I do think there's probably more good in history than bad. But the good things tend to be overshadowed by the bad things. Because I do understand why. Like, I understand why, because the bad things are basically the things that you need to know. The good things are some things you can know that make your life like more comfortable. Like, you knowing them will be like, oh yeah, that's cool that this happened. But the bad thing is like, oh god, this happened, let's not do that again. Like, for example, the certain people in my country in 30s, 1930s. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do think that is why I would say that bad is remembered more. But there's a lot of good in history. Like, for example, Christmas Truth and stuff, which, if you don't know it, you should look it up. The Christmas Truth in World War One, where, as far as I know, and I know this is a bit of a small retelling of it, that there was a war in World War One where they fought, I think, in France or in Germany. Like, it was at least French and German people, I think, fighting. And on Christmas Eve, they just started singing, one of the parties. I don't even remember who it was. And the other party in the other trenches, they started singing as well. And they just started singing. And then on the next day, or I do even think in the same evening, they just started going out of the trenches with white flags raised. And like, not to say like we surrender, but to be like, yeah, let's, you know what? we all want Christmas, and so they sang, they drank together, the enemies, and they even played soccer together, and the next day or the day after, like 1 or 2 days after it, all of them, all the people stationed there were withdrawn from that position because they couldn't fight anymore, because they've celebrated the same thing. They'd seen that they were the same. And there are many events like that in history, but they are events that you don't know about because the evil of man, I think, prevails in stories, rightfully so, even arguably. But yeah, so I like that this basically tries to make a point, or I don't even know if it does, but for me, it tries to make a point, in my opinion, that the good also should be remembered in a way, and the evil sometimes should be disregarded. And I think that might be more healthy mentally in some areas and sometimes, because the impression I currently get in the world is that everything's just bad, 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 bad. And I do think that is an effect of the news, how they are handled, that they need to sell their clicks and their advertisements on the clicks. So they will do what gets more clicks, which is mostly the bad stuff, unfortunately, because as I said, psychologically, we are primed for that more. But there's good stuff. I think there's a website where you can get the positive news of the day. So it's like, we saved 3,000 people from cancer or whatever. Like, I don't know what it is, but that's like something that I think is also something that we should remember sometimes. So, but Will Nowak now completely go bonkers. Yeah, of course he does. Of course he cares about money. Not only money, but also power, because in his mind, money is power. Doesn't he know that? Yeah, so what do you believe in? Who tempted whom? Oh, she tempted him, okay. Ooh, interesting. Really, are you? Ooh, I like that argument though. The age of money. Capitalism is coming. That's funny. Yeah, I like that they put in a bit of a capitalist criticism here, which is, yeah, I mean, that's warranted in a way, like because I have to say, I do think capitalism is quite a good way in some in a way that it does not decay as quickly as other ideas. Like I always, and perhaps that's the physicist in me, I always imagine these ideological systems like capitalism, communism, socialism, whatever you want to call it. I imagine them as systems that will fall inevitably, and the decay time, half decay or whatever you say. I don't know. I know someone told me before, but the English word is like the half-life. Yeah, the half-life. I think it's the half-life. So the half-life of the system is, the half-life of capitalism is a lot longer than the half-life for socialism. And that's just why, like, so it's a very pragmatical argument, but I know they both have a half-life. Like, it will all decay. But I like criticisms of capitalism a lot, because that it tends to be very, very one-sided. Interestingly, it is a law, though, the Pareto distribution, which basically says that I think half of the product is done by the square root of the amount of project done is by the square root of it, or something, of the people. Like, it's basically, let me give an example. 50% of the production of novels, let's take that because that's something I do, like produce novels. 50% of the novels produced is by a square root of Oh no, I now I'm freaking it up. I don't really know the I think it's 10% of the people or something, like square root of 25% of the people. Is it that? I don't know. Like, look it up. This is a bad example because I don't get it. But Pareto is basically a square law. So I think half of the stuff is done by the square root of half of the people or something. It's not that. I know it's not that. I know I'm erring here, but it's along the line. So I think it's like 10% of the people do half of the work, production wise. And it is not something that is instigated. It's just a natural law. Like, that's nature. It is like it's the same as in if you divide the length of a river by its by the air distance of its start and end points, it's pi. It's just a natural law. We don't know why it is. It is just that way, or the way that gravity works. You know, it is the Pareto distribution describes production, and you have to work against that. And that's basically what socialist programs are. And that's why I'm in favor for some of the socialist programs. I think they are very good, like healthcare, redistribution of some of the wealth. I'm for that as well, but not all of it. And I don't know why I'm telling you this, but it's more like because I want to show that it's a complex thing in my mind. So I'm not one of the people that's shouting down with capitalism or hooray capitalism. I just say it's the best system we currently have, and others are worse. So even though others might sound better. So, but yeah, and that's basically, I like that they criticize it here a lot. Oh yeah, Yolanta died, yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't know it's his daughter. Will he find it out? Yeah, that's true though. Yeah. I get him here, but he's a negative Nilly. I get him though because his life led him to that, and we saw why. But that is the problem with technology. The more it does, the more good or the more evil you could do. Like with an explosion, like with let's say TNT. You develop TNT. You could kill a lot of people in a war, or you could mine a lot of refiner, like a lot of ore veins that are deep in the mountain. And I know that kills people too, but you know what I mean. Why would God not provide you with a good path? That's interesting. Sorry, I still do have car thing fits, so you will have weird cuts. I do like that he brings up this argument of God being something that leads you, because without God we would wander around aimlessly, and we would, in a way, because we don't know what we're going for, we would have to find it. But it also means we are not forced to go down a certain way. So, I mean, yeah. Ooh, interesting, yeah. Oh no. Oh, did Yolanta say that to him one day? Yeah. Yeah. Sin and salvation will be replaced by self-reflection, self-reliance. Perhaps. I love that she counters him, but she's a bit more hopeful. Yeah. That's what he would say, because he hasn't seen it. He's just seen a cruel world. Yeah. I love the idea of think of a world with no God. It basically means that you might find another God, so to speak, another thing to live for. Man, Novak seems so done. Oh, Yolanta, man. Yeah, that's so true, man. I would agree with it. I know I can't take it. Then is that what you would have said about Rafal as well, man? To tell you to fuck off. I love it. Yeah. Why would you go to him? He's gonna kill you. He's no work. Oh god. Oh my fucking god, he's gonna kill you. He's gonna kill you. He's gonna kill you. He's gonna fucking burn the whole place down. Oh my god, is he gonna confess Yolenta stuff? Why would you be surprised? To plan for the worst. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh yeah, okay, so he's gonna pyromania this thing away. How would they have allowed that? Huh? It's actually pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, but wouldn't that not matter? Oh my god, you are such a zealot, man. Oh my god. You know, I actually like, why the fuck would he do that? I know he's high and mighty, but I mean, he doesn't even know he killed his daughter, like, not killed. I mean, he did kill her by making her run away and then she died. But, like, what the fuck, Anthony? That is so stupid. But I love it. He's so high and mighty. Oh my god. I mean, at least Anthony dies. He kind of had it coming. Nah, Noah can't do anything though. He's delusional. Still, I understand. I love that she's swapping now, starting now. Yeah, what would I do if heliocentrism was someone judged acceptable? I would just seppuku or go mad. Yeah, because that's his worldview, that it can't be. Love the conflicting worldview idea here. Wow, that's so nasty, man. Nah, they won't though. I would argue this is also just his wishful thinking. Because in other places, like, it's just one place with some rumors, and yes, people will die because of that. Like, unfortunately, they will, but I don't think, like, because it's the truth, it will spread. We've seen that through the show, so my headcanon would always be that it is stupid what he's doing here, but it is understandable. I so hope you will understand that Yolenta died. Yeah, what then? I mean, perhaps. Yes, it would be safer, mate. Why would you gamble now? Also, I love the voice actor of Novak so much. Oh, she just fucking ran. Oh, oh. Jump through it, jump through it, jump through it, it's just fire, what are you doing? Okay, oh god. Why would she not jump through those flames? I know, lack of conviction, but they would have not started burning her. Like, I've seen people jump through flames. It's a stunt. They do a stunt. I know there's the firefighters next to them to put them out in case something goes wrong, but she could just jump through there. I know she doesn't know it, she's afraid. I know it makes sense. It's just like, no, Draka. I mean, you stabbed her. Don't pull it out! What the fuck are you doing? Okay, so Noah was stabbed in the guts. See? She just, like, she did it anyway. Just stabbed. Whatever. I guess she had to get stabbed. So Noah, are you gonna die here now? Are you gonna die in the fire because your fucking kidney were punctured? I think Noah is one of my favorite characters of fiction. Such an awesomely written character. Yeah. Oh, she got him in the, I don't know, lungs. What's that? Lungs and liver? Wow, man. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. They're gonna grate my feelings here. Oh, no. Wow, oh no. If the episode's about him, no. No, I'm not prepared. Comrades, yeah. Wow, he prays. Yeah, what is this? His conscience coming through?
多分死にか
Yeah. Wow. Holy shit. His conscience finally wins. He himself is beating him in the end.
ともあれ、おひ
Wow. How many years has it been? 20?
あれから
Wow, man. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
何人もが君の石箱に人生
I mean, you could argue they were ruined by you.
僕だってあれに輝かしい未来を潰され
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
しかし
It's just a bad joke.
全く笑えるよ
Why would he laugh?
そうだ
Oh, he still has it, yeah. Wow, he kept it, man.
私にはもう必要
Wow, holy shit.
僕は幻ですから受け取りま
Yeah,
せんし
wow, oh my god.
それはもう僕だけのものじゃない
Yeah, it belongs to the people because it's the truth. Isn't it like a god itself? Wow.
私は今までな
Yeah, man, you abandoned your daughter. It is what it is. That's so mean. I love it.
そうやったお互いにね
Is it though? Yeah. But what is the difference?
自動説がいた
Yeah. What did you realize?
全く予想外だった
Oh God.
私はこの
It's so bad. Wow, that is so well written. I love it. Oh no. Holy shit, man.
確かに
Love it though, because his conscience is exactly now coming through, man. Yeah. Wow. Man.
正直者も嘘つきも
They both were honest though, and they both were brave.
驚きなのが
Wow.
一人の人間にその全てのよ
I think that's most people though. Yeah. It's the
こんなに大
persona.
勢いるのに誰一人同じ人はいない
Yeah.
未来長い時間を隔てた後の
Wow.
彼は所詮皆おしなべて
Yeah, that's so
15世紀の
true.
人
So true, man. It's just stories, just facts.
それはただの偶然に過ぎないけど
Wow, man.
に生まれることの方がよっぽど近いと思う
That is also so true. They understand it more.
たまたまここに生きた全員は
Yes.
たとえ
Wow, and there they all are. They did. Yeah, the good and the evil had to be. So we progress.
それは私を
Yeah. Man, I love this. I like that he appears again one more time.
でもそれに甘えちゃいけない
Wow. Yeah, he did so much. Wow, is he gonna admit that he... Oh my god.
しかしそれは君ら異端には感じ
Admiration.
ただから忘れたふりをして生きてきた
Wow. Yeah, his subconscious is breaking through in the end. I love it. Oh, okay, it was pain.
君の選択を見て気の毒に思った
No.
死を選ぶな自分の信念や
Wow. Wow. I mean, that's only human though.
ま
I love the red. It's just all red now. Blood is seeping out of his wound.
与えられた最初で最後
Oh no.
でもその感情をめんどくさがって無視したんだ。
So his humanity was a nuisance to him.
悪役なんだ。
Yeah, he is the villain.
あと何か言いたいことはありますか？
Wow. He's judging himself here. I love it. That's so dark, man. Yeah, you'll die too. Like all the others did before you.
知りだろう。だったら頼む。
Oh no. Yolenta. It has to be Yolenta. Wow.
天国に行けたのか。
Oh no. Wow.
前に言ったでしょ。死後のことは誰も知らない。
Wow, his last man. It's just about his daughter. Wow.
すべきだと思うことをしてください。
Wow. Finish what you started, yeah. Sayonara, Raphael. One of the best characters ever, man. I love that he doesn't know that Yolanta died. He will never know. And he still had them. Oh, he will know. Oh no, he will know. Oh no. Oh god, fuck you. Fuck you so hard, man. Oh, he did, yeah. Wow. Wow, that voice actor.
そのた
Oh god. Wow. Oh my god.
神様。
Holy shit, man. Wow.
娘の過ちはすべて
Wow. Oh my god.
私の過ちなのです。
Wow.
持てないなら
That's so fitting, man.
どうか
Wow.
どうか娘は天
Wow.
国
Wow. Oh, still, wow. Love that. Love that he's implied to go to heaven. To compose myself for a moment. Gonna be right back. So, brilliant. Good thing my daughters cried so I could think a bit. So, there are several things we could talk about, and let's do it shortly because I do think this is the end of the scene. So, this will burn here. I do think it will burn because the idea is just out. At least that's what I hope they're going for. We know that this idea came up, like the idea of heliocentrism came up in other parts of the world already. So basically the story we saw where we were led to believe that this was the only chance for it to get out, it's like basically no, there are other places where this is happening. Like it's just gonna get out. So in the end, it was inevitable. And Anthony saw it and Nowak didn't see it. I love that Nowak did see himself as the villain in the end, because that means he understood that his actions might have been wrong. He changed his mind, found a new god, so to speak. And I really like that. Love that he realized that Yolanta was the one that found her purpose in life. Which is, I love that it's so tragic. I love that it's so tragic, and that it was his decision to pursue his job more than his daughter, that he tried to atone for by just praying in the end one last time, by taking her sins onto himself in his mind, to be like, it was me, please, please, please don't send her to hell. Even though she's killed people, and in the end, all he saw was the white light, and he believed he had he had his way to heaven, which wasn't questioned before, so I do think he died at least absolved from his conscience. Because that was what Raphael was. That's the conscience. What I said before as well. I do think I said it in this reaction series pretty surely. That your conscience, if you log it away, it will fuck you up in the end. And this is how it happens. Like here, it fucked him up in the end. Metaphorically, of course, but yeah. Interesting, man. That is so awesome. So is Draka gonna make it though? I don't know how serious the wound is, and the guards know the information, so I don't know. Ooh, she's got the message bird. Okay. Yeah. Is it her end as well? Yeah, and you didn't have to stop, so it's on you a bit as well. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah. She's just bleeding out here. She's dying. I take this as the end of the series, and there's gonna be an epilogue. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see what you think. Were you though? Yeah. For you it all ends indeed. I mean, if you want to see if there is an afterlife, read my web novel. I describe an afterlife. You just lose your memories from this life. You just retain your core character. So, anyway. There were a ways for her, yes. Just on a field below the sunset. I like that she will like the sunset though. Yeah. Couldn't everyone ask that though? Yeah, she will see the sunset and like it now. I like that. I like that. It was pretty obvious that that would happen in the end to her. That she would somehow like a sunset, like Schmidt said. Loved also that there was no music before when she was walking, and now she sees it. The sunrise. Oh, so she remembers being young. And possibly enjoying it when she was young as well. Holy shit, man. Wow. I love that the show is called She. She also means blood. Last sunrise, huh? I have to say I don't feel that much for Draka. You know, she wasn't as likable as the others. She wasn't in it as long as the others. Her motives were basically, I like money. And the reasons were very well built up. Like, it was the best I like money person I've ever seen written. But she was still a I like money person. And she changed a bit in the end. Yes, I know, but it's like, I didn't like her as much as the others. She was basically in it. And you know how she felt like to me, like the one who was with Ochi. The first one who was with Ochi. Was it? The one who died on the bridge. That's about the level I feel for her here. I know she had more backstory, but in her part of the story, the main story was concluded. So Spotlight was dragged away from her, rightfully so, I would argue, but she felt more like a side character to me, actually. Like Ochi and Raphael, for example, were obviously main characters, but Dini was obviously a main character, and she was just the main character because the story revolved around her for a while. I don't know, it was weird. And also with Novak death, and then her death is like a bit pale, you know what I mean? Whose son? Oh, is it, what's his face? Poland, Italy, where are you from? Is he a fugitive? Something? The fuck are you? Albert, okay. So everything that is left from the main story is now Pigeon. Pigeon flying with a message. Because the book's gone, it's burned. The main characters are gone, it's burned. The necklace is gone, it's burned. The necklace was basically Novak's burden as well. Because Novak also hunted down the dude who gave it to Rafal. We can't... I think he did. We can't forget that. So that's very interesting. What does that mean? So we do have the Rafal case a bit, but it's now from a quotation marks peasant. Yes. You're a clever boy. That's awesome though. That's awesome, man. Wow. Let's not go into why he declines now, but that is so much. So he's thankful. Again, what I said before, it's the positives in the world that we sometimes forget. There are people like this. He's got the money. He knows he helped him. He could be like, you owe me this because you're my apprentice. But he's like, no, I value you. You're a person with potentially ambitions, you know. I mean, but you could. You used to love to learn. What happened? Why do you think that though? Okay, you're one of the people afraid of research. I mean, whatever. Yes, it will. So that's the, like, I agree with him. And it's the corruption part as well. Like the corruption part that I've talked about in government can, like, already, not already, but will happen in science as well. And it basically happens when the system gets stale, when people get funded by staying the same, proposing the same thing in a different cloak. And that's also corruption, I would say. I do think people fight against corruption in the end. And I do think every idea has a corrupt side, and I do think that's a very central part of the world and of ambitions. And yeah, you know, it's just what I think is very central. So just avoid it, no, challenge it, mate, challenge it. So we do have a mysterious character with a big story, that's good. That's not very thankful though, interesting, okay. So is he basically a bit of a carpe diem guy? I know it's not one-to-one that, but it's basically like, if I can live, why? It is basically the same thing though as Draka in the end on a meta level. She also was like, in the end, like, why did I do this? What was the purpose? We never got her answer. She just looked at the sunset and was happy. She remembered her childhood. But for him, it is similar as well. Why would he do anything other than care for himself? This is a very, very fair question. Oh, so he still has his astrolabe. Okay. I guess, yeah, whatever. So, there was this horribly beautiful episode. This felt like the end, though. Felt like the end. This could have been the last episode. Like if they had smacked on a scene where the dove flies, symbol for freedom, and we hear the message on the dove, and it flies into the sunset, and we know there is still hope living on, that would have been a good ending as well. Let's see where they go with this, but not on this reaction in the next one, so hope you stay around. Don't forget to check out my web novel. I deal with corruption a lot there as well, on several levels, and yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, and see you around for the next one. Bye.